The Power of Letting Go. Welcome to English Stories for Everyone. Today, I want to share a powerful story about a young man who learned the art of letting go. Once upon a time, in a small village near a river, there lived a young man named Thomas. Thomas was very unhappy. His heart was always heavy. All day long, he thought about his mistakes from the past and his fears about the future. These thoughts made him feel tired and sad. Because of these feelings, his life was like carrying heavy stones. He couldn't feel joy, couldn't laugh freely, and even forgot what it felt like to be light and happy. One day Thomas heard about a mountain village far away. People said that a wise old man lived there. That man used to be a teacher in the city. He had helped many young people learn how to let go of their burdens. Now he was old. He left his comfortable life and started living in a simple village close to the mountains. Sometimes he gave advice to those who needed help. Thomas became curious and hopeful. He decided he must go and meet that old man. After many days of a difficult journey, Thomas reached the village in the mountains. He saw a small wooden house near a stream. In front of the house, the old man was sitting quietly, watching the water flow. His face looked calm and peaceful. Thomas walked up to him and said softly, "Grandfather, my heart is very heavy. I cannot stop thinking about my past mistakes and my future worries. I want to feel light and free. Can you help me?" The old man slowly turned and gave a gentle smile. He said, "So, you want to let go of your burdens? Then come with me. I will give you a small task." He took Thomas to a small well behind his house. Then he picked up 2 wooden buckets. One bucket was old and worn. The other bucket was new and clean. He filled both buckets with water from the well. The buckets were heavy and full. He gave both buckets to Thomas and said, "Carry these 2 buckets to that tree at the edge of the field, then come back. But remember, you must not put them down until you return here." Thomas looked at him with surprise, but he wanted to learn, so he accepted the challenge. He took both buckets and started walking. The buckets were very heavy. His arms started hurting. The road was long and difficult. As Thomas walked, he noticed something strange. Water was slowly dripping from the old bucket. Drop by drop, it left a trail behind him. But the new bucket held all its water perfectly. Thomas kept walking. His arms were shaking. His shoulders were tired, but he didn't stop. He reached the tree and turned back. By the time he returned to the old man, the old bucket was almost empty. Only a little water remained, but the new bucket was still full and heavy. Thomas put both buckets down and said, "Grandfather, I did it, but the old bucket lost all its water on the way. I'm sorry. I tried my best." The old man smiled warmly. Then he said, "Don't be sorry. Now, walk back with me to the tree. Let me show you something." They walked back together on the same path. As they walked, Thomas saw something beautiful. Along the path, where water had dripped from the old bucket, small flowers were growing. The drops had watered the ground, and now there were tiny green plants and colorful flowers blooming. The old man pointed at the flowers and said gently, "Do you see this?" The old bucket was broken. It couldn't hold water like the new bucket, but because it let go of the water, drop by drop, it created something beautiful. It gave life to these flowers. He looked at Thomas with kind eyes and continued, "Your past mistakes are like this old bucket. Yes, they are broken. Yes, they caused pain. But if you let them go, drop by drop, they can create something new and beautiful in your life. They can teach you lessons. They can help you grow. The old man then pointed at the new bucket. And your future worries are like this new bucket. You hold them tightly, afraid to lose control. But holding them makes you tired and heavy. Sometimes you must trust and let go. Slowly, Thomas began to understand. This was the freedom he was searching for. Freedom is not about having a perfect past or a certain future. Freedom is about letting go, drop by drop, and trusting the journey. Thomas's eyes filled with tears. He said softly, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want to feel light, I must stop carrying everything. I must let go of what I cannot change and trust what I cannot control. That is when real peace comes." The old man smiled again. The sun was setting behind the mountains, and the evening light made the flowers glow. Birds were singing their last songs of the day. Thomas started walking back home. But now he was not the same heavy-hearted young man. He had changed. He felt lighter inside, because now he knew how to let go. Thomas smiled as the wind carried the scent of flowers. For the first time, he truly felt free. Sometimes letting go is not losing. It's beginning again.